Welcome back, family. You know what I need y'all guys to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, guys. My channel is growing. Despise not small beginnings. You understand? Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Comment, family. I'm trying to get into the YouTube algorithm. YouTube tripping sometime, but I'm going to keep peddling it anyway. Support my channel by going to the Cash App, guys, and donating there. It's $Drummer1980. I do appreciate you in advance. You also can support my channel by clicking on the super thanks located under the video, guys. Donating there as well. And like how I tell each and every one of y'all, I do appreciate you tenfolds over, hands down. I'm proud that you're rocking with me. Well. If you're looking for me, I'm back. I'm right here. You know my motto. I don't make believe, I make believers. I'm your gracious host, Drummer 1980, hailing from the capital city of South Carolina, Columbia, if you didn't know. I hope you're having a good day today. If not, you know the old adage, ask yourself why you're not having a good day. And remember this one vital fact: happiness is an inside job. Did you get me? I said happiness was an inside job, and it will always be an internal affair. Well, guys, we back today again with a reaction from TBA, the Black Authority. If you haven't heard of him, you need to go check out his channel. I done told you several times, and I'm going to continue to remind you. This here was a clinic. Jason put on a clinic. A lady called in claiming to be a major Democratic donor. Things went left, but this is a teaching moment. Y'all pay attention. Be attentive, because he's very precise and concise with his words. Remember what Dr. Neely Fuller said: words matter. Words matter. See, people want to try to amalgamate words and try to mesh words together. No. Words have meaning. But I'm going to call your attention to the screen, guys, and I'm going to comment between clips. All right? Pay attention. Let's go.
Give us a call. Let me get caller area code 412. You're on live with the Black Channel. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Jason?
Yes. What's your name? Where you calling from? That voice sounds familiar.
Hi, Jason. My name is Carol. I live in Pittsburgh.
Okay, Carol in Pittsburgh. What's on your mind, Carol?
I just became familiar with your work over the last couple of days. I'm sorry that I'm not familiar. I think I have a story to tell you, and I think it confirms what you're saying.
Okay,
I'm an important Democrat.
You can give us a story, but give us the Reader's Digest version, not the War and Peace version.
I'm an important Democrat. I've been an important Democrat since I'm 23. I'm a mega donor, and I've been warning our party for 10 years that this is where we were going to end up. I warned the party not to put Joe Biden in. I lived in D.C. for 13 years. I know Joe Biden and his crime family quite well. You're absolutely right. I don't know how familiar you are with the work that Trump did specifically for the Black community. He did. He's got a track record. And I don't know if you know
No. Let's not do that now. Trump certainly had some.
Are you aware of the platinum program?
Ma'am, calm down, Carol. You're new here. That's all right. Calm down. Let's not over exaggerate things. Let's not do that now. Now, of course, Trump did some things, of course, absolutely. Some of the pardons that he handed out, although every president has pardon powers. Okay, there were certain programs where we're going to go pardon a bunch of folk. Got that. So, of course, I'm not going to take credit away from that. But I am going to say one thing here. Of course, setting the captive free and the wrongfully incarcerated or over incarcerated. Well, yeah, I'm going to take notice of that. But let's be very, very clear. Incarcerated people do not constitute a wide-ranging Black agenda. It needs to be done, but you would never go to the LGBT community and say, well, we released some folks from prison. You would never go to the Jewish community and say, well, we released some folks from prison. So I can only give that a certain amount of weight to it.
See, if you notice something, he cut her off. He blocked her off before she can even get to that point. Because that's the only thing that Trump really did. He pardoned a few people. See, whenever that you learn, you can learn how to deal with individuals like this. This is where it starts at first, that people need to know what's going on around you, knowing what's transpiring around you, because a lot of y'all don't know what's going on around you. The only thing you know to do is to go vote. That's the only thing you know to do. You need some information, because sometimes it might call for you not to vote, but that's another topic for another day. But did you see how he caught her before that she can even get out the gate? Because he's learned, he already know what Trump did. Trump didn't do nothing for no black community. He pardoned a few people. Okay. Now, if I had to choose between Trump and Biden, I probably would choose Trump, because Trump don't have a track record of putting laws in place to harm black people like Joe Biden, the 94 crime bill. Okay, let's move on.
Well, that's not actually what I was referring to. Are you aware of opportunity zones?
Okay, we discussed about opportunity zones, and that was mentioned there before as well. Once again, I will say to you, do they ever go to the Asian community and say, hey, we're offering you an opportunity zone?
Well,
Second time, Carol, do they ever go to the Asian community and offer them and say, hey, we're offering you an opportunity zone?
Well, they invested, the money was millions and millions of dollars invested in underserved communities.
Third time. Do they go to the Asian? Okay, Carol, third time. Do they go to the Asian community specifically and say, we're offering you an opportunity zone?
Definitely.
You're the one who raised opportunity zones as a topic, as an issue. Great. I'm taking you up on that. Did they offer the Asian community an opportunity zone?
Yes, the opportunity zones were designed for underserved communities.
Okay, but underserved. Thank you. All colors and all classes. So in other words, that's not for black people, is what you're saying.
Listen.
They participated in the opportunity zone.
Okay, so they give us we got 2% participation, and we're going to say that's for black folk. Here's your 2%.
Well, I don't know how much participation it was, Jason.
Okay, we don't, but that's not what they offer other people. They offer other people 100%.
Facts.
That's the difference. They get 100% of resources. They don't get a piece of a pie. They give them the whole damn pie.
Were you happy with the lowest unemployment rate in Black history? I mean, I guess I'm
every time they turn around, they keep claiming that our unemployment rate is the lowest there's been if a Democrat shows up. Great. And our wealth has changed how much under Biden? Carol, were you aware of that?
Listen.
Well, no, I'm not, because I'm not aware that it has changed.
Ma'am, you can Google is your friend. If you Google it, our wealth is at the lowest it's ever been.
Oh yeah, I know that. Okay,
thank you. So how's that alleged, and it's very alleged because he's the one in charge of the quote numbers. How's that alleged lowest employment rate working?
Well, we had 6% growth the day he took office.
Great. And how's that
$1.87 That's great. Gasoline the day he took office.
That's great.
We had no inflation the day he took office. We had no wars the day he took office.
And take a look at us now. Now, hold on. Slow down now. Okay, but slow down now. I'm taking a look at candidates, not at projects. Because when they go to non-black people, they don't give them projects. They throw resources. Ukraine didn't get a project. They got direct payment resources. Israel's not getting a project. They're getting a line item in the damn budget. When the illegal aliens are getting okay, Carol, calm down. Illegal aliens are getting line items in the budget. Now, I did have a question here. You did claim that you were a donor for the Democrats. How long?
Since I've been 23.
Okay,
You notice something? Everything that Jason raised, she really don't have an answer for, because there is no answer. The only answer is, I'm white and I say so. That's the answer. It's like how he said, when they come into other groups and demographics, They always come up with monies, cut the check. Even immigrants, they cut money, cutting checks all over the place. Ukraine, checks. Not a study. Over there, the conflict with Palestine and Israel. Not a study. It's money. Asian folks, it's not a study. It's money, mucho dinero. When the immigrants come over here, they busting them up to Chicago, busting them up to New York City. There's houses, there's checks being cut, money. But whenever it come to us, y'all stop complaining so much. That's why when it come to a coon, I despise a coon. I despise a coon. My stomach turned because they set up there and they don't even have sense enough to see the very thing that's transpiring right before their eyes. And they'll come and tell you that you don't seize on opportunities. We do seize on opportunities. You always try to conflate black people with the lowest. How about us that's doing well, but doing well and getting our money and getting funded doesn't make no difference because white people do it all the time. How you think these businesses start? Grants and loans at low interest rates and all this stuff they get. But when we raise our voice, oh, it's a problem. You begging. I wish I could do just like 1804 without the interference of the dominant society. I would get them Negroes out the paint quick. Moving right along. But you notice she don't have an answer because there is no answer. It's because I said so. It's white and I'm saying that's all it is, guys. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Oh, God, that doesn't tell me how long, Carol. Let's try again. How long?
Well, I'm in my middle 70s, and
Okay.
I've been a mega donor.
Okay, I don't know.
Quite a long time.
Can you give me a numerical figure of what mega donor would be? $500 or 500
tens of millions of dollars.
Okay, tens of millions of dollars. That's great, Carol. So you've been a mega donor now for the past 10, 15 years at least?
But my cohorts and I, we withheld our money over the last 2 years.
Okay, but
because of where we,
I'm glad to hear that. What did
where
you?
we knew it.
What
where
did
we
you?
knew this,
Okay, what did you?
presidency
Okay,
was
what
going.
did you? That means you gave money when Barack Obama and Joe Biden were in office from 2008 to 2016. What was it that you saw?
Exactly.
What was
By
it?
the
Okay,
second
what
term
did
of
you?
Obama,
Okay,
I
but
disappointed.
what was it that you saw Obama do that got you to want to support him in the first place? What was it you saw?
Well, I was just very happy that we were going to have a sophisticated, intelligent, first in the nation black man as our president. But by the end of his fourth year,
Symbolism.
quite disappointed because, Jason, he didn't do anything specifically for black people who are his people.
Okay. And are you black?
No.
Okay. Well, don't worry. We won't hold it against you. Now, you say you've been withholding your money now for the last couple of years. So that means...
there's a lot of us who have, Jason.
Okay. So that means that you didn't withhold it in 2019.
We began, that's right, around...
Okay. So you did contribute.
No.
Okay.
Just in the last 2 years.
Okay.
Since
But
Biden took office.
Okay. But Biden was running in 2019.
Yeah, and I was hoping it would be different.
Okay,
than
but that means
him.
okay, but that means that you
But
did.
it wasn't.
So what did you see Biden do? Because at that point, if you're going to say that you became disillusioned by Obama's second term, Biden was there for the second term. So what was it you saw during that second term that clearly you didn't hold against him in 2019 and 2020?
Voting like many other Democrats do. If you have a D after your name, you pull the lever.
Okay. Even though you saw his track record, even though you saw 3 strikes, even though you saw the second term with Obama, and according by your own admission, that wasn't enough to get you to withhold support in 2019. Saw that.
Well, I'm embarrassed to tell you that I'm sure you know this, Jason. When you speak out, and we were speaking out years ago, a lot of pressure and a lot of threats.
To be honest, Obama didn't do anything. He was just black. But Obama didn't have no connection with us, guys. His father was a king. His mama was a white woman. His grandparents was rich. According to some sources, his bloodline traces back to them folks. So the only thing Barack Obama did was usher in a whole slew, a plethora of LGBT laws. That's the only thing he did. And he also went into Africa and did some dirt over there. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. But he said that he all people president. He passed some bills for women, white women in particular, because whenever that you say women, probably 95% of the money, well, probably about 90% of the resources are going to go to the white women, and then the Asian people, and then everybody else that gets little crumbs and trinkets. Okay? Now, family, I don't want y'all to get confused. I don't care about none of these folks, Obama, Biden, nor Trump. Because I think they all the same devils to me. They all the same devils. Just different shades, but they all the same devils to me now. Right wing, left wing. Somebody say the same bird. No, the same bat. Because these people crazy. And the only thing that they trying to enforce is white supremacy. Nothing changed. I can remember from Ronald Reagan down to Bush Sr., to Clinton, to Bush Jr., to Trump, to Obama, Biden. Nothing changed. They all do the same thing. They make empty promises, give you false hope. Nothing changed. As a matter of fact, I will submit to you that things get worse gradually. It's like putting a frog in the pot. And y'all know about that. You gradually just turn up the heat on him, and he literally would stay right there and boil to death, literally. But you have to gradually do it. And that's what they're doing now, because things are getting worse. Things are getting worse. These people are blatant. So I don't care about none of them. Listen to me. I don't make no bones about it. They all the same to me. Every last one of them. Listen to me. Listen. Jason have this truism that I took, and I kept this. He said, I don't have no permanent friends. I don't have no permanent enemies. I have permanent interests. God almighty. Did you catch it? God, that's deep right there. I don't have no permanent friends, nor do I have any permanent enemies. I have permanent interests. In a nutshell, that means they might be cool one day. We can work with them. The next day, they might be my enemy. So I have to treat you as such. Y'all need to adopt that mindset. Adopt that. I just dropped that little jewel on you because some of y'all ain't never heard of it. I credit that to TBA. All right, let's go.
Okay, there's pressure and threats in every
that
election.
I too, Jason, have started to go public. I appreciate so much the fact that you're encouraging people to speak out.
Well, that's important. I mean, understand now. There's pressure and threats in every political election. Doesn't matter where it is. So that's not really an excuse when you think about it. You want to hear about pressure? What about the 1960s, the 1940s, 1920s with black folk pushing for our rights? You want to hear about pressure for speaking out? They were sticking dogs and fire hoses on us. They were firebombing churches and little girls. So pressure and threats, that's not really a reason to be quiet.
No, I'm talking about the pressure put upon people like us who control the money.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't want to give the money.
Yes, ma'am. I'm speaking about you. I reiterate what nobody was kicking in your front doors, firebombing things. The worst that you would get is a nasty email or text message from one of your buddies. That would be the most that could happen.
Well, I'm not comparing my life experiences to those of Black America. I'm just saying, when you're on the inside, Jason, there's a lot of crap that goes on that never gets
what would you like to see happen
on the outside.
What would you like to see happen this time? What would you like to see happen?
I would like, and I think it's happening, because if these polls are correct, Trump had 12%, I think, of the black vote the last time, and supposedly he's now at 22%. And every day I have my black friends calling me, telling me they're probably going to vote for Trump because they just can't push the level for a D again.
Okay, well, let me find out something here, because you said you supported Obama and Biden back in 2008. What about their?
Well, I didn't support Biden. I voted. It's because of
Obama.
Obama.
I got it. Great. What about Obama's policies did you support?
Well, wasn't it hope and change? I thought he was going to bring some hope and some change.
Okay, but hope and change how? Because when you vote for a politician, you're voting for his policies by definition. If Barack Obama told you, I'm going to do the exact same thing that George W. Bush did, I don't think you would have voted for him. So, okay, what did he tell you that he was going to do differently that led you to believe that there was going to be hope and change?
Well, I thought he was going to have I'm a businesswoman,
sure.
So I was looking at the economics of it. I thought that he would be employing an economic policy that would uplift the black and brown community. But instead, what he did was, he spent so much time uplifting the Hispanic community that it seemed like he had no time for anybody else. I thought it was just quite sad.
Well, he spent a lot of time for LGBT and everything else except black folks, so he certainly did do that.
Right. But
other than that,
can I offer a suggestion?
Well, okay. Well, I'm hosting here. I'm gonna let you speak, but other than that, though, what else did you see, though?
Listen.
Well, I knew him, so that helped. Because as I've told you, I've been connected to the party for quite a long time, so I knew him. And I just thought there would be. I thought he would bring policy, but it didn't happen.
Okay, so you were interested in seeing a policy that was uplifting black people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good to hear. How do you feel about reparations?
Listen.
I don't know. Do you think you can really implement them? I don't know.
Okay.
There you go.
But you do want to see policies that uplift black people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Isn't it better? Is it better to, well, I don't know. Let's not get in. Can I just give you a suggestion?
Okay. I don't know. It's looking kind of shaky. It's looking kind of shaky here.
He was meeting with lots of black leaders, entertainers, preachers.
Every president does that. Every president does that.
Across the community.
Every president does that. That's not new or novel.
Up with the Platinum Plan. Are you familiar with the Platinum Plan?
Joe Biden got lift every voice in coon. I mean, every president has some phony version of, this is going to be a plan, and their quote plan never does what they do for other folks. They never implement the same thing. It's always a plan.
Unfortunately, it was introduced in the latter part.
Ma'am, let's not do
he
that.
Left office
let's
and
not
it wasn't
do that.
Implemented.
Ma'am, let's not do that.
Jason,
Ukraine, ma'am, we already know about it. Ukraine didn't need a platinum plan. LGBT doesn't need a platinum plan. The illegals on Roosevelt Avenue don't need a platinum plan. Isn't it amazing how they can bypass all these steps you talking about for all these other folks? There's cash money on the table when it comes to us. Well, Jason, if you go to Google and go to coonforlife.org, you can take a look at the plan over here. And everybody else, we getting plans and everybody else is getting paper. Now, we're not going to get bamboozled anymore. So, with all due respect,
I've been in business since I'm 23. I've been in many businesses. This is a
and when you go to the bank for a loan, they don't offer you a plan.
It's specifically for the black community.
Okay, ma'am. When you go to the bank, they don't give you a plan for a loan. They give you a loan.
That's right.
Well, it was designed by people like Ice Cube, other black entrepreneurs.
We don't want to get into that one there either. We don't want to get into that one there either. Every president comes and trots out some version of that kind of thing. Let me know when the dollars drop, like they do for everybody else. Don't bring me a plan.
The dollars couldn't drop because he wasn't.
Guys, notice something. How you check the temperature? Whenever they're talking like this, just ask them about reparations. and watch them squirm and try to squeeze out of it. I don't know. And can it be done? Now, when it's everybody else, it's no questions, no holds barred. Money just come out of nowhere. Money just be created in thin air, so to speak. But it's you, well, we got to go have a study, have to go to Florida, have to get some water up out Clearwater, Florida, have to go back to New York, have to clean the feet of the Statue of Liberty, have to go to Washington, go down to Congress. They take you through so many series of steps, and we have to go do this, and you have to spin around 3 times and shimmy, and it's always something when it's you. But other folks, the checkbook is wide open. There's a freeway on the checkbook. You see the difference? And anybody with any lick of sense, have a little bit of sense, just a little bit, as they say, you can see right through this stuff. But some of y'all are so scared and coonish till you don't want to see it. You want to believe it's black people doing this. Some black people ain't worth a poop like some white people ain't. Some Asian people ain't worth a poop. But we not talking about there. We talking about the people that's trying to create a lane for themselves, trying to get businesses off the ground. See, other people don't have this problem because the government fund them. How do you think Elon Musk got his SpaceX program off the ground? Taxpayer money, if you didn't know it. And you got these fools trying to tell you, you begging. Boy, I'm about to get mad. Just, somebody pray for me. Niggas.
Reelected.
Okay, but they didn't have to get reelected for Ukraine. They don't have to get reelected for any of these pet projects they have. They don't have to get reelected
Trump
for that.
wasn't there for Ukraine. Russia didn't bomb Ukraine when Trump was there.
Okay, well, I'm talking about is you say he had to get reelected for that. For every other group of people, it's never an issue of, okay, can I get reelected? They come in the door doing that. So there's nothing that he heard in 2020 that he wasn't aware of in 2016 when he was standing around with Kanye West and Reverend Darrell. There's nothing that he knew in 2020 that he didn't know in 2016. What you talking about? What are you talking about?
They worked on it for 2 years, Jason. It wasn't ready to be put out there.
Man, black folks issues have been out here. Man, black folks issues have been out here since the end of antebellum slavery. Every president knows coming into office, by the way, what you gonna do for black folk? Hey, President Wilson, what you gonna do for black folk? Hey, President Roosevelt, what you gonna do for black folk? Hey, President Kennedy, what you gonna do for black folk? Every president comes into office with that question being given to them. So you can't act like, oh, that was just an ambush. This is a surprise. Well, we didn't know coming in the door that black folk would need something. You can't hide behind that one.
Well, I thought he had done some good things. I thought criminal justice reform. I thought the First Step Act.
Yeah, there's the whole thing about it. Of course, yeah, everybody talks about some crumbs here, but First Step Act is not a black agenda.
Opportunity zone.
They kill me with this. All of us ain't criminals. Okay, what about the people that's not criminals? You see? What about the black people that's not criminals? And it's not like we asking for something that nobody else ain't already getting. That's the kicker. They act like you asking for something that nobody else is getting, except for reparations, because the people didn't endure what these black FBAs endure here. Now that's something that everybody else don't get. These people talking about criminals, and everybody ain't criminals. Most of black people ain't criminals. They would never approach an Asian community like that. They have criminals. White people have criminals. Everybody else have criminals. And they act like you trying to just get one up on them. What it is they don't want you to succeed in life, because how they judge their success is how bad you're doing. That is how they judge their success, juxtaposed to you. If they see you downtrodden, begging and grappling and pillaging and, oh, my little Negroes, and they would be nice to you. Don't get it twisted. They nice then. They real nice to you. Most of them so nice because you poor and destitute. But Be somewhere up on their level. They'll treat you like a pariah. Some of y'all gonna learn. And let me make this clear. And I have to say this every video because people from work watch my videos, and that's fine. I mean, I don't have no problem with it because I tell them the same thing in person. I can get down with white folks. Have no problem with white people. Have no problem with Asian people. Have no problem with any other demographic. But what I do have a problem with is people with this God complex, this white supremacy complex. And white supremacy is a word that I didn't create. I didn't create that word. The forefathers created that word. Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, all of them. They said this was a white supremacy nation. But to be honest with you, it's global. They call it Western powers, but it's global. So white people are fine. But if you got a white supremacy mindset, oh no, we can't do nothing. You understand. Let's go. Listen.
That's not a black agenda.
Small business entrepreneurship.
That's not a black agenda. I'm not even a Trump
supporter, and I know these things.
Okay, but what you don't know is that that's not a black agenda. That's tokenism.
Yep.
And that's why you don't. That's why you don't. But that's why you. Okay, but that's why you don't want to make a direct one-to-one comparison between these non-black groups and black folk. That's why you're not making that when you're doing all these token terms and token policies, not a direct one-to-one comparison. What do you want to do for black folk? Ma'am, I've been saying it over and over again, but let's try this again.
Watch.
They're bringing illegal aliens over here literally by the boatload and the plane load. When they show up, they're not giving them social service programs, not giving them goodbye talk, they're not giving them opportunity zones. They're dropping cash dollars. They're giving credit cards, debit cards. They're giving them direct financial support. They're giving them direct financial support and then saying, you go make this pop off. When they go into the Asian community, Stop Asian Hate was, by the way, drop some dollars over here. New York City, I covered this on my program last year. New York City was giving direct grants, not even loans, direct grants to Asian businesses to the tune of millions of dollars because, well, you all are suffering since COVID. Black folk been suffering since antebellum slavery, and you just get it how you live. And they're not the only place doing that. California wants to jump in on the action. For the rest of us, we got to have reparation boards and committees and hearings. These other folks, cash dollars right on the table here. If you're coming from Afghanistan, ooh, you need some money. If you're coming from Ukraine, ooh, you need some money. If you want to go to or from Israel, hey, you need some money. So, ma'am, point number 1, 2, when you say the top 5 things, I can handle that quickly. Point number 1, cash payments. Number 2, cash payments. Number 3, cash payments. Number 4, cash payments. Number 5, cash payments. You know what you've been giving everybody else. At the end of antebellum slavery, slave owners were given reparations, cash payments. Yes. Even though they were the criminals, they were the wrongdoers, and they were given cash payments, not just in America, but by the way, over there in London, if y'all want to know about the end of slavery in London and Britain, by the way, they were given reparations. So everybody's gotten reparations except us. Fact. So points number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, cash payments, cut the check. What you've done for everybody else, Native Americans, the Japanese. The reason why our situation hasn't changed is because there's a key component that was done for everybody else that they keep conveniently omitting when it comes to us. Opportunity zone. Don't tell me about your damn opportunity zone. Drop them dollars. We'll make it. Black folk already have business districts and quote business zones. What we don't have is the preferential treatment with funding that these other people have gotten. These other folk ain't got to jump through no damn hoops. We're the only ones being told, okay, Barnum and Bailey, and now coming to the center ring, jump through these hoops over here. These other folk are showing up with their illegal babies in tow, and they cutting the check. When we show up, well, let's have a debate and a plebiscite, and can we get together a committee and can we form a quorum? And well, we're studying your issue, and we've come up with some highfalutin Ivy League term. Well, why is it that Asians didn't get that? And the illegals, and the LGBT, and Israel, and Ukraine, and Afghan, and I'll be here all day naming places. Why is it that they don't get that talk under any presidential administration? They don't get that because they're not us. So yeah, Miss me with the diversion talk. Hit me up when you're dropping the dollars for us like you did for everyone else under the same terms that you're offering to everyone else, which is you needed and you showed up. Thank you very much for giving us a call.
Yeah, oh, body. Oh. Oh. Like, oh, I can't. This what he was. Right here. Right here. Like Prince, you know, like you at the concert. You know how they be. Woo, boy, I tell you. I couldn't have said it no better. Was he cooking? Who can refute that? Huh? Who can refute what he said? I need to, somebody put it in the comment section. God. I'm just filled with glee. That touched my soul. Who can refute what he said? Did he tell one lie? Put it in the comment. I need to know now. How many coons we got in the comment? How many coons watching this? Did he lie about anything? And the crazy thing is, he wasn't militant. He wasn't talking about harming nobody. He said, just give us the same thing. What we always have been saying. Give us the same thing you give everybody else. And then you got Negroes talking about you begging. Jason, salute on that one. God. Oof. Direct to the point. And he was on fire on this one. God, I didn't know. Guys, tell me what you think. Put it in the comment section. There is nothing else that need to be said after that. Some things you have to just let it be. But go back and watch this clip again and listen. And if you don't believe, just go through, take it point by point, and go search for yourself. Know for thyself. In all that getting, get understanding. The principal thing is get understanding. So go back and take point by point and see what a lie is. But I can tell you right now, there is none. And I'm going to leave that right there because I ain't touching it. But until next time, peace. And remember, there is more. That son gun didn't know he was cooking. Shoot, that dude, that was shooting from the